What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NolanTCG, and we are back here today for another deck profile, and this time we're with Luke.
Hello.
And what did you just do?
Top 32 senior YCS with Swordsoul.
With this shiny deck right here, although
Yeah.
you've already clicked the thumbnail.
That's
But
okay.
before we get started, do you want to give any shout-outs?
Yeah, I do want to give a massive shout out to like everyone from like Wollongong Argo Games for like testing nights and everything like that. All my other mates I couldn't actually make it to the event, and my girlfriend as well.
Wonderful.
So,
Very good. But let's get us into the profile.
cool. So first, shout outs to Shuggle.
As is tradition.
Exactly. So main deck monsters, Swordsoul engine, very standard. 3 Moye, 3 Longyan, 2 Toya, very standard. You won't see these ratios change like ever. Oh yeah. And then for spells and traps, the 1 Blackout, and then 3 Emergence. Very standard Swordsoul list, so I won't really talk about that much. And then for honorary Swordsoul, 3 Ecclesia. The only difference is some people play 2, some people play 3. I just like having 3 just for like going second. So yeah, that's really the only thing that you talk about with that. For the Tenny package, 3 Ashina. I just went with 2 Adhara, 2 Vishuddha, because I just wanted to try and cut it down to 40. And I wanted to just have a chance of seeing more bestials and just clogging my hand with tennies.
Yeah.
And I thought with the Shijus, they just mill my stuff, so I'm gonna have access to tennies most of the time.
Yeah.
So I thought 2-2 was fine. It worked out fine. Like there was like, a couple of times where I banished like 1 and 1 off desires, but it really didn't matter. The game was I was either losing or winning at that point anyway.
Yep.
So that's all for like the.
You wouldn't play a third?
Sorry?
You wouldn't play a third of each or either?
I was testing a third of each, but then I tried to cut it down to fit. Yeah, try to cut it down to 40 just so I can see more bestials consistently and like engine more consistently. Even though like I bricked once, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's all the Swordsoul Tenny stuff. Hand traps, 3 Imperm.
Half deck of hand traps, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. No, there's like bestials and stuff as well. So yeah, so 3 Imperm and then 2 Veiler. And then 3 Droplet for like monster negation stuff.
Yep.
Mainly Imperm and Veiler is for like kick Kalos really. And the Droplet's just nice for going second, especially against like Root Kalos.
Yep.
Because they most of the time want to stop your Long Young. So being able to like Droplet going second to stop that so your Long Young goes through is very nice. So that's just all like the hand trap, board breaker stuff. And then for the bestial package I play somewhat standard, I would say. I'd probably say it's pretty standard. So 3 Magnuma, 3 Draw Swarm, 1 Sorony, and then I also play the 1 Destrudo as well for like honorary dragon.
Yep.
I've seen this in a list and I really like it because it gives you easy access to Yazi, and you can search it off Magnuma as well. You do have to be careful though because like shufflers can like shuffle it from grave, so it's best not to activate it in grave when they use when they have the shufflers in there because you're just paying half your life for like no fucking reason.
Literally no reason.
Yeah, for no
Did you
reason.
ever consider going 2 Drill Swim, 2 Sarony main over 3-3-1?
I really like the 3 Draw Swarm because it just like helps clear stuff. I was testing 3-2-2, but Sarony just doesn't do anything on the board. At least Draw Swarm like kind of like clear stuff. Also with droplets, like if I set droplets on my turn and then on turn Draw Swarm, I can droplets by the Draw Swarm. I don't have to droplets from hand or one of my synchros. So, but if you droplets like a Sarony, it doesn't.
Not as good.
Not as good, yeah. And then just 2 desires for consistency.
On turn 1, if you're going second, are you typically searching the Destrudo if you've Magnamated, or are you searching a different bestial?
If I'm going second.
If you're going second, so on turn 1, if you've Magnamated, are you searching the Jerusalem or the Destrudo?
It depends on the rest of my hand. Like if I have no engine like at all, then most of the time I'll search the Destrudo just to kind of give access,
Okay.
to like bridge the 2 engines.
Yep.
But if I have like another, if I don't have like any bestials and I'm playing tier, I'll search like a Jerusalem or Sonia. Just so like on my turn I can, you know, try to do my normal Swordsoul plays and then bestial them when they interact with me.
Makes sense.
So yeah, it really depends on my hand.
Cool.
And then main deck, which is like kind of standard but with like a couple of tweaks. So for the Tenny links, I just play 2 Monk and the Shaman.
Yep.
The reason I cut down to 2 because 3 didn't really come up too much. It wasn't, you're not really going for crazy Tenny plays when you try to go with like Chowfang and stuff. So you're not really going to Monk like turn 1.
Yep.
Because I want to make room for Dark as well.
Dark is so good at the moment.
Yeah, Dark is. It didn't even come up like once, but it did come up in testing, so I wanted to keep it in just in case. Remember, like Steel Magnema and then search Destrudo even is like really nice.
Yeah.
That card's too good not to play.
Yeah,
If
so
you have
yeah,
dark-
it's
if you have darks in your
like
deck,
I just rather have it. And then for the Yazi, sorry, not what's it called?
Synchros,
yeah. Yazi and 2 backs here for the Yang Zings. Yeah, this is very standard. You have more access to Yazi now because of like Destrudo. You can do like Banish Emergence to like level modulate to go into this, but if you have tie, you just go into this every other time because you get 2 spins. Like it's just a waste going into Yazi with the Emergence and Tire. So that's pretty standard. And then 2 Chijiao. Don't really have to say much about that. It's kind of standard as well. And then for other 8s, the Dragite, which I really like, and then Draco, which is also very good against Tier. Most of the time, if I have already have access to Longyang or a way to do Chijiao and then Longyang without searching specifically of Chijiao, I will go into this first and to stop like a Habness or a Kelback or something, and then make Baron or a Synchro 10 with already have access to Longyang. So yeah, and then Dragot's really good against, like, say in similar situations, like if I'm going against a like say Flu or something, where I can make this straight away.
Just so you can take out that map.
Yeah, take out map or even the trap, like Dreaming Town.
Yeah.
When they're not expecting, most of the time I think, I'll just go into a Chijiao and then I can just do whatever. But yeah, most of the time they don't expect that going second. And then Synchro 10s, Chenying, Sinister and Baron. I didn't make this too much. I made Baron most of the time because just having the Omni Negate against Evenly is really nice.
Yeah.
So most of the time I play that. And then against Flu,
how often do you find this gets chain blocked against Flu?
This?
Yeah.
Well, most of the time you just use it to negate map, and then like if they don't have like Dark Ruler, this with Blackouts most of the time just game, because you just negate the field spell on when they use the effect on activation.
Yep.
And then the Chijiao one of the birds, and then Blackout the 2. Once they have 2. Once it like use 2 effects, it's most of the time game, because they can't get another body on the board and they can't go for a big tribute summon.
Yep.
And then like games 2 and 3, you can just summon this and Chijiao both in defense, because they can't get to a tribute summon, they can't attack over either of them. So Pleasure and Lightning Storm as well.
Yeah.
So like yeah, and then I just played the Wallow as well. So this is like a different, like the only thing that's not generic in the Swordsoul list, just because I'm playing Bestials. It's too good not to play.
For some reason my brain convinced me this was going to be a Beast Dweller and then it wasn't, and I was like, oh, okay.
No,
sure.
I can't make.
I guess it does the same thing.
What's the best card you stole with Wallow?
Oh, I didn't summon it once.
You didn't summon it
Should have just been a Beast Dweller.
Yeah, pretty much. No, it just didn't come up because I didn't draw like multiple Bestials to get 2 on the board and then my turn go into it. They usually
Usually synchro with them anyway. It's like
yeah, I used most of the time. I would just go like going second on summon a Magnum or Jerusalem, search, and then on my turn, especially summon Ecclesia, just go straight into a Baron to play around any other like shenanigans, and then other Jerusalem send Baron pop like Pro Arena or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, having 2 didn't really come up. Plus, most of the time they would, especially with the Jerusalem, they would on their turn summon the big fusion to spin it away.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't come up too much. So yeah, that's it for side. Sorry, extra. So side deck is 3 Nib.
I wish I played this card this weekend.
I sided it in, and I used it once against the Mech Knight player in like round 4, because they don't really set up like negates or anything. You just wait for them to do everything and then just nib them. But yeah, I kept this in for like any other rogue stuff, and then like Sprite and stuff like that. I didn't want to side too much for Terrellment because my deck was already okay for Terrellment.
Yep.
And then 1 Scattershot, which was like a weird choice, but most of the time if they see me playing Swordsoul, they're just going to mill the shit out of my deck.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, in the time there's like a minute left, I'm just going to mill and just try to do everything. If they mill this, then I just win.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that'd be cool. It came in, I did side in once, like I went to time it against my Dolce, so I'm like, okay, well if I just drop this away, I win. But I just ended up burning with Longyang, so that was fine.
You just get your own cute burn cards on top of this.
Yeah, so I have 2 burn cards. But yeah, it didn't come in once because I didn't go to time against any Terrellment. And then I played 3 Storm for like Flonderies and just general back row removal. And then 2 Talents. I saw this in for going first against, well, just like for Flu, Terrellment, stuff like that. But like some matchups where Bestials aren't really just good in general, I'll side them out and have the Talents in there. And then for traps, 3 evenlies was like one of the best cards on my side. I would side this in all the time, and I've seen it like a few times throughout the whole tourney. It's just like a blowout, especially against Flanders. And then 3 into spell for also going first against really anything.
Wonderful. So,
Yeah.
do you want to say anything else before we leave today?
Oh, no, it's all shout-outs are already sorted. So.
Yeah, we've already covered that at the start.
Yeah, easy.
Cool. Well, again, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank
we do
you.
have a peanut gallery has formed.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Gaddis, how many people copied your list this year?
Actually, it was my list.
I literally, I didn't build a deck this year.
What does Yu-Gi-Oh become?
True,
But
true.
again,
I just want to summon Armageddon Knight.
Just a Gear Mill 5.
Yeah, Guido Mill 5.
but congratulations again, Luke.
Thank
Be
you.
proud of yourself.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Have a good one.